Are you having a challenge giving up scheduling to somebody else? Feel like you have to take control because they screw it up every single time? How would you like to have a few steps that you can implement today that you can give up scheduling without giving up control? I'm going to give that to you right now. Hello, this is David Scott Peters with therestaurantexpert.com, and I know that scheduling can be a challenge. Making sure we have the right number of people for the right shift, making sure they have days off, making sure that they're not opening and closing and doing all these different things that just blow up a schedule. Well, that's a challenge. And all too often, all we do is when we have a new manager is hand them the keys and say, you're a manager, schedule. And every time they schedule incorrectly, when they don't have enough people on a shift, you piss off guests, costs you money. When they bring on too many people, tick, 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 you lose money at the time clock. How is it that I can give up scheduling to somebody else and make sure that they do it my way? I got to document it. I'm going to give you some scheduling tips. I'm going to give you 6 of them right now, very quickly, that can make a huge difference in your business. Look here. Number 1, schedule by supervisors, trainers, and seniority, in that order. The supervisor at the top, then training, then by seniority. Don't move a senior person to the bottom because you don't like them, because they're in your face, they're pissed. Who cares if they suck? It's your fault. They shouldn't be on the schedule, or you should fix it. Next, number 2, have a master schedule. A master schedule is a cheat sheet of what people can and cannot work, how many shifts they prefer to work. This way, you can lay out that master schedule next to a blank, fill it all in, and make sure you're not scheduling days that they can't, shifts they cannot work. We also need to find out how many shifts they prefer to work. Sometimes we have employees that are available 7 days a week, but only want to work 2 shifts a week, part-time, just want to belong to your restaurant. They love you. 3, schedule requests are that, just a request. But I do want to have a schedule request log. If I've got a Monday through Sunday work week, I want you to put next to the office a calendar. They write in that they want to go that way to a concert. That way when 3 servers see 4 other servers already requested off, they might not do it. But I have it all in one place instead of cocktail napkins, receipt paper, and what have you all in an envelope, and I miss them. Have a schedule request log, and then have those in by Tuesday at 2 o'clock so you can post your schedule by 4 o'clock on Thursday. No clopens. What the heck's a clopen? A close open. Come on, we've all done them. You know, you close. I used to work in a bar environment. It'd be 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'd leave the place, have to be in at 7. Man, I was a polished turd on the floor as a manager. You're kidding me, right? You want bright smiles, expect people to perform when you have them on no sleep whatsoever? No clopens. 2 days off in a row whenever possible. On my first day off, what do? I get shit done, man. Right? I go to the dry cleaners, balance my checkbook, go to the grocery store. The next day, I don't leave my robe. Make sure even your managers get those 2 days off in a row whenever possible so they can recharge. And last but not least, have a staffing guide. Make sure you know how many servers you need on the AM and the PM on a Monday through Sunday, cooks and so on. That way you lay out a plan that by following these rules, any young manager can write anyone's schedule. Tell me about some of your scheduling successes or challenges in the comments below. I love learning and hearing all about them. Before you go, if you'd like to learn tips like this and more, I want you to opt in on this page for my free report. The 10 lessons I've learned that every restaurant must know if they have any chance of making money. I want to give that to you right now. And be sure to check back on my channel on my next video when I talk about the importance of knowing the difference between voids and comps and having those entered in your POS system properly so you can track your costs properly. Because sometimes by doing this wrong, you're not over food cost, but you got it all wrong. And I know that tracking your sales on a daily basis and how the money comes in is extremely important because cash controls, without cash controls, we have a culture where the details don't matter, right? I got to